So the world's a mess, right?
Yep.
Okay, good. I'm glad we're on the same page.
Yeah.
Like, we're all
Good.
fucked. You know, none of
Yeah.
us are going to make it to 2019.
Well, you know what? Look on the bright side. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, we,
There
we
will
know when our
be.
demise will be because it's only next year.
But did you know that global warming?
Yeah, global
That's
warming's
a good
real.
way to start something right
Yeah, it
there.
is.
Would you know global warming? No.
Yeah. No, we're
Did
all
you know
going
that
to...
if we keep our ways about this whole global war, I don't know much about it, to be honest,
Oh,
but
we're all fucked.
the Earth will be basically dead 2015 or not 2015.
Wow, we died a couple years ago.
little
That's
little late
impressive.
on this information. Do you know that if we keep our ways, that we will die 2050? And I'm just no, not even
Dude, we're
die,
going to
just like
die 2019. You want to know why?
yeah, we don't have to worry about
Yeah,
2050 about this whole global
we
warming
could
stuff
use
because
up
we're
all our
already
resources right now. It's not going to affect anything.
because
So you want
we're
to know why we're going to
inevitably
die in
because you're
2018?
already calling it right now that we're all
Yeah,
gonna die.
that's the only reason.
Mhm.
It's just because I said, "Hey, whoops, we're all fucked." No, we're all fucked because of North Korea.
North Korea is gonna kill everybody, including themselves, just for good
They
measure.
just want to blow up the world, right? They're testing nukes. Like they can hit us, just like that.
Yeah,
Like
that. Yeah,
we're fucked. With all right, I'm not saying Trump is the only reason that we're fucked. There are many reasons, but Trump getting into a war of words already,
yeah.
it's we're
You know,
fucked.
and we'll talk about them today. You know, well,
Like
why that we're fucked.
it only takes one more comment for is it Kim Jong Un, right?
Yeah,
I didn't know if it was Kim Jong Il. I'm pretty sure it's Un. All right. All it takes is for
every time
one.
I hear King Jong Il, I'm like, oh, is there one that's not? Is there a sick one and there's not a sick one?
Yeah, yeah, that's it. That's it. That's the
King
only.
Jong Il is, you know,
He's not
yeah,
feeling too
he's
great.
been having a cold for the rest of his life, but
It's from all the nuclear radiation.
I'm pretty sure he wasn't the one testing him. Like
You
he's the only
never
person.
know.
King Jong Il is the only person living in North Korea.
You know, this isn't a fact, but in North Korea, getting sick, you have to say Kim Jong Il. Like
Just
if you have
every
a
day.
cold, no, you are Kim Jong Il.
I'm pretty sure Kim Jong Il
ILL.
like other people calling themselves Kim Jong Il though, or maybe I'm getting what? I feel like I'm getting that name wrong.
It's Kim Jong Il is the
Kim,
was the previous leader.
yeah,
Kim
he was
Jong
the.
Un is who's currently in charge.
Mhm.
But like we're gonna get nuked the fuck out of. Like we're gonna be a part of World War III.
Yeah.
Like that's just inevitable at this point. It's gonna be uh North Korea and Japan or China. I forget which it is. I think it's China.
China.
I said China.
Well, okay. See, the thing about the North Korea stuff and all that jazz, you know,
Yeah.
if it's no big deal, you know me. I'm not one to be into the whole news stuff. So
Yeah.
everything going on is really random to me. But I remember, you know, getting all that stuff like that. We're gonna start World War III. North Korea's gonna bomb us if they can get one started. Um, I've heard about all that stuff, and then I just didn't hear about it. And that, to me, brings out our society today. Is that something as big as war could even be like, yo, that's so like last month. Like,
Yo, you know what? Hold on. So this whole net neutrality thing, the whole votes tomorrow. That you're seeing this in the future, obviously, people who are listening. But for us, it's tomorrow. The vote is tomorrow, and it's net neutrality is gonna go by. It's just fucking happening. Like there's nothing I can do to stop it. All right, there's nothing you can do to stop it. Net neutrality will be gone. All right? 2 weeks from now, we're not going to talk about it. Like, it's obviously a huge deal.
Mm-hmm.
In 2 weeks, we're all going to move on to the next hot dog meme.
Wow.
Yo.
Hi, can you come back at a later date? George, you can text him.
Oh, it's
But,
okay.
So, yeah, we're not going to talk about it. And that's a
Yeah.
bad thing. We need to keep talking about it so we can get that shit to get the right
Yeah.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
So the Roy Moore election, the Alabama election just happened last night. And I was staying up to watch it. No, I wasn't watching the whole thing. But
Yeah.
I was definitely keeping a close eye on it because Roy Moore is a pedophile. And-
Wonderful.
And here's the thing: you think with all these allegations against him, there was like 3 or 4 saying like, "Oh, he did inappropriate stuff to me while I was a teenager." I think one of them said as young as like 14.
Yeah.
Or that maybe that was the old. I think it was like the oldest was like 17.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I know there was at least one that was 14. And there were a couple allegations against him coming into the race, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you would think, oh, that's the end of that guy.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't going to be close. He lost by like a point. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Roy Moore, led all those allegations of doing inappropriate things with young teenagers
Yeah.
and just teenagers in general. He lost by a point. All right, and this was a huge topic for
Mhm.
like a week.
You know, I like how you keep on going. That good information, but my brain instantly went to like right when like he was just about to go into the election. These people were just like, "Hey, I know that guy. Where do I know him from?" Like, I don't know why that came into my
God
mind,
damn it.
but it's nothing to make fun of. But just you know how my mind works.
Oh,
Like it just
yeah.
it starts to think like
We're both pretty fucked up.
yeah, but in my mind, I just imagine these people going, "I know that guy. How? Where do I know him from?"
Oh no.
Oh, oh.
But what I was going with here is that since last night and maybe this morning, nobody's talking about it. Like, it was a big talk of the town. Almost like everyone was staying up last night to see the
yeah,
election
I think
results.
I've heard like some stuff about it. and,
Yeah. And no one's going to talk about it anymore. It's all done and over with. Like, that's the kind of world we live in. And back to
Well, they
what
just think things could just fly and then never come back, and it's just like, yeah, you remember that, dude? That was
You
so
remember
like,
Ebola came back?
Yeah.
Remember that whole
Yeah.
thing?
yeah. See,
And
I've
then
always made
2
a joke.
weeks or like a month after everyone was worried about it. Even you and I were making jokes about it, so it even reached us.
Mhm.
And
I
which-
don't even look at the news or anything. Like,
yeah, like it reached us. That's how big of a deal. We are so out of touch and out of date and stuff.
Mhm.
It got to us, and then everyone just stopped talking about it. Like 2 or 3 weeks later.
I mean, like I've made jokes about it, like, you know, when people are just like what I imagine that our society being is like I remember when Ebola was like so big and like everybody was talking about it, and it's just like at one point you're like, you remember Ebola? And you're
Seriously,
like, dude,
that's the
so,
kind
like-
of society we live in today.
Yeah, and they're just like, dude, that was so last week, and I'm just like, dude, that disease still exists. I mean,
I think for like 3 days, people worried about the Zika virus. Like
for like 3 days.
for like 3 days. That's the problem. Like we have so many things we need to worry about that it's molded the society where these life-threatening things, these world-changing things, we'll talk about them for a couple days, and that's it.
Yeah.
It could come
these
out
are
tomorrow in the news that McDonald's has been poisoning their food, and a million people could die from it. 2 weeks later, we'll be like, those are some tasty chicken nuggets. Like,
I
it's
mean,
fucked
wait,
up.
hold on. Wasn't there actually something about like McDonald's doing something to their food, but it's still McDonald's.
It's fucking ridiculous. I don't know what you were thinking of, but
Yeah. I would tell you kind of Strickland for 2020 president, but if we're not living to 2019,
we're
I don't
not.
think we
We're
have to-
fucking not. Like, we will die next year, guaranteed. I will bet my life on it. If we all
Yeah,
don't
you
make
will.
it through 2019, I won't make it through 2019.
You are the only person that's gonna make it to 2019 because you bet your life on it.
Yeah, I'm either going to be the last man standing or the first man to go down. Like, I want some fucking genie to teleport me when North Korea launches the nuke. Teleport me right where it's going to land. Like, that's it. Like, we're fucked. I'm fucked. You, me, that child over there, we're all fucked.
Dude, it's like so late for you. I think you should tell a child to go back home. You're just
Seriously,
looking at
it's
like,
late.
Yeah.
You know where we should go, though?
What?
Across the street to steal that child. No.
Oh no. Oh no. And then what we do is we go
We dress him up like Kim Jong-un.
Oh my god.
Are you on board?
I'm.
All right, well,
I'm
I'll get to my
going for
next
board
thing.
King Jong-il, actually.
Oh, Kim Jong-il. Got it. Sold. But, you know where we should go? Canada. California, we'll talk about that in a minute here. But I'm talking Canada. Because Canada is like the best place, isn't it? Like, you never hear Canada in the news. You always hear, like, oh, well, America's doing this, Korea's doing this.
You never hear Canada on the news.
No.
Well, yeah.
Because Canada is so great. You don't need to talk about I lost my word. Their reputation precedes them. Like, you just go Canada and your first thought is, oh, they're cool. Like, they're super polite. They're not into wars. The worst thing that's happened to Canada in the past 5 years is that mayor who smoked crack. Like, that's the worst thing.
And even then,
That's not that bad.
Yeah, if you think about it, we have a lot of people nowadays that smoke crack, like, and they're probably in charge. I mean,
Look at our president. Like, that would be the least troublesome thing, is that if it came out that he smoked meth a couple times. Smoked crack. Mm-hmm. Like, that'd be the least of his worries.
Well, because I feel like if you remember, a guy almost won 1 point off and was called a pedophile.
Yeah, he had so many
That's not
allegations
that
against him.
bad.
I would rather vote in the crackhead than the pedophile. Like, I know he's not going to make wise money decisions, and like, financial situations aren't going to be his strong suit, but I'd rather have the crackhead over the pedophile.
I'd rather have somebody good in charge, but you know what? If it was between those two,
It's just between those two.
I'd rather go with the crackhead.
I'd vote for the crackhead over Roy Moore.
Because, alright, one of them's a personal thing, the other one is like, there's other people involved. I'm a terrible person.
You can get out of the White House, alright? But that crackhead, as long as he keeps his crack to himself, he's the next president.
One of them involves another person. The other one, it's his own personal use. It's not hurting anybody.
It's like if it came out that Trump smoked weed. Like,
I mean, it's already legal. I mean, but
isn't that in all states?
Well, yeah.
So, like, if it came, and it's still sort of a hot button issue. Well, not an issue, more like a hot button topic. So, like, If it came out tomorrow, Trump smokes a lot of weed, like a lot of weed, like Snoop Dogg levels of weed. One, people would love him more. Can we just, like, I'd feel like, well, I wouldn't vote for him, but shit. And two,
Like I wouldn't vote for him. We're never gonna vote for him because we've already stated we're not gonna make it 2019. But in which case
if
we
it
would.
comes to 2020, all right, and we can
Yeah.
vote, hey,
If
we're not
you're-
dead.
Yeah.
I'm voting for Gary Johnson. Because Gary's the man.
But yeah, vote Gary 2019 because
Actually,
damn sure.
So I finally I was registered to vote a couple weeks ago, probably about a month ago now, and it was neat. I had to list myself as Republican, Democrat, or Independent. I thought about it for a bit. I ended up going Democrat,
Yeah.
but I just use that as kind of a placeholder.
I mean, I already pre-registered to vote as I can't register fully to vote.
Yeah,
So I kind of had to do that sort of like long list
yeah.
already of that sort of stuff. So when it came time for that question, I just put. I think I just put independent. I don't think I put any
See,
of
the
the.
problem with Independent, for me at least, was you can only vote in primary elections.
Mhm.
If you put yourself as independent. I put myself as Democrat so I could do it all. Although now that I'm kind of thinking about it, recently I maybe lean a little more Republican. That's not. I'm not. If I'm already like a Democrat, to the fucking like legally, I guess I'm Democrat. But like I don't really like a lot of government in my life.
Mhm.
And that's like the Republicans' main thing.
Yeah.
A little less government.
I mean, I've scouted it out for which one I wanted to be. But you know what I noticed about Democrat and Republicans? I've talked to a lot of people that are say like, I'm 100% Republican, or people who are like, I'm 100% Democrat. You know what I learned about Democrat and Republicans?
they suck.
They obviously have different views, but neither one of them know actually anything about what they're standing for, is what I've noticed. Because everybody who gives me an answer either gives like a sloppy, lazy sort of answer, or people make it as like a joke. I mean, I've heard it in a joking way. No one has ever given me a straight answer to what either side is. So what I learned about both of them is no one even knows. They just like, it's like one of those things where it's just like, yo, can you like teach me how to throw a ball? And you're just like, well, you just kind of have to throw it. You just throw the ball, and then you never show them. But it's such a like an easy thought in your mind, like, oh, throwing a ball, that's easy. But to them, for somebody who's never thrown a ball before, it's gonna be hard. But just people are just like, all you gotta do is throw it. So that's what I feel like it's like for Democrats and Republicans. It's hard to explain, but if you want somebody to really learn what it is, I feel like you have to give a straight answer. But
feel
most
like
people don't even know.
The most simplest terms is that Republicans want less government in their day-to-day lives, and Democrats are alright with a little more. That's what I kind of found out, I guess. There's this one site that I went up because I looked up what are the differences between Republican and Democrat before I made the decision. And one of the sites, I don't necessarily agree with this point specifically, but under it, it said, in one of the little sections, it said gay marriage, and Democrats said, yes, all for it, yes. And under Republican, the site said, not really. And I thought about that. I guess that's kind of a case-to-case situation, isn't it?
Not really.
You look at all, like, the politicians, like the top, the actual politicians, yeah, you see more Republicans will say, maybe no on the gay marriage thing. But, like, I'm different. Alright, I guess if I end up switching Republican, I'm alright with that.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it would be weird at this point if I didn't because I have at least two friends, two of my best friends, in the LGBTQ plus. I feel like that's almost like the no, I'm not racist. I have a black friend thing, but it's not. Like I'm an ally before I knew that either friend was in the LGBTQ plus, and it just turned out. Oh, whoa! Didn't know that. You know.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah.
like, that site was weird. That
you
was my
just like
main point
you're
here.
you know.
That site was weird.
So that that's not the reason why you're leaning onto Republican. I mean, it's not. It's not. Like
Yeah,
that's
it's not
the
like
reason.
I'm thinking Republican because those damn gays. No, it's because I like a little less government.
I know we're probably not going to get into that topic, but if we were to, I have like a lot of points for that.
Oh no.
But anyways, uh,
So what about you? You
so
lean Democrat?
I don't know. I feel like both of them are really like.
Honestly, I
I've never.
feel like independent would probably fit me best.
Mhm.
But I like the idea of voting in not just primary elections.
Well, all right, but yeah, that's obviously like I would want to have access to all of that, but I don't know. I just feel like when it comes down to like, oh, I'm Democratic or Republican, like, I've heard people, I've heard people talk about it, and it seems like also when people talk about it, it seems like they don't know that there's independent. I mean, it seems like they don't know what that is. Because like a lot of people that I talk to, I'm like, Republicans nice, but it has this. Or when people go, I don't like Democrat because they have this, or I like Democrat because I like this. And most of them will say, well, you're not going to enjoy everything you're not going to enjoy everything, and it's not like you're going to hate everything about a Republican or a Democrat. I'm just like, well, you don't have to choose one. It's not one that you're going to have to say, yeah, I have to choose that. So I feel like for me, independence perfect, because if there's something that's like, oh, I don't like this about Republicans, but people are like, but you are a Republican, you have to like that. But like, no, I want to go based on what are my views, and if something doesn't agree with either side, then I'm just like, I'm going for the side that I think is correct. So I feel like people who choose a side they don't realize that there is another option.
Yeah, really.
They're not just those two options. That's not the two options you have to pick from. So,
Yeah, speaking of,
yeah.
not the only decision. California's on fire. Like a lot.
How did that get into that?
Well, I mean, you could put it out or let it burn.
I'd assume people are working to put it out, to be honest.
I would assume.
Yeah, I'd assume too.
I don't
mean,
think
if
Trump's as much of a cartoon villain as people like to paint him. I know he's like, let it burn.
all right. You know what I thought? A lot of people are just like, I hate Donald Trump, just
Yeah.
and in my head I'm like, well, he's he definitely didn't go to the White House just so he can screw with America. That's definitely not a thing he just wanted to do. So I feel like
he didn't
he's
just wake up and go, fuck him.
yeah, there had to be some drive. There's some drive to that sadistic human being everybody puts him out to be. I'm not saying that all the things that he does are great, but he's going solely off of what he believes is right. And that's usually what everybody does. Not giving him any accountability for what he does. Fuck. Not giving him any accountability for what he does. But still, it's not like he just said, I want to screw with America.
Yeah.
That's not just something he chose to do. But California, on fire, Murray.
Now, I don't know what it's like because I'm in Pennsylvania. Snowy Pennsylvania. Right? You're in California.
Yeah.
Are you worried?
About the fire?
Yes.
The worst we've gotten from as I've seen from the fire is obviously the news stuff talking about the fires and stuff. Nothing serious has really gone down, at least where I'm at. the only thing we've actually gotten is like the smoke in the air, and that's not even like that bad because it literally went away in like a day. Like people were expected, oh, this smoke is gonna go on for like a week or so, but it only went on for a day, and then like everything was back. Everybody was back to normal. Obviously, I still see like my friend today. He has to wear like a little like one of those hospital masks.
Yeah.
Because he has asthma. So it's obviously still an issue for people who have problems like that. But I'm not that worried for the fire. I mean, I'd be worried if it gets here, yeah. But that'd obviously be a problem. But we've had this like sort of like discussion with like my parents talking about like if our house was on fire, what's the first thing you would grab? And my mom, she was like literally like, I'd grab this. And then she's thought about it. She's like, wait, but then I have to go get the. I'm already in flames. I mean,
I'm already in flames.
and then I'm just like, I'd grab me, myself, and I.
Yeah, fuck you guys.
I mean, no, she meant like if we're all like leaving.
Yeah.
Like obviously, if there's somebody in the house, I'm gonna go get them. But if it's just you going out, what's the first thing you'd grab?
For me, it'd probably be the guitar.
Not the amp, or you're already in flames by the time you get there.
Nah, fuck that. There's a guitar in Christmas wrapping paper downstairs.
Oh, so you'd grab that and leave.
Yeah, I hope I wouldn't have to wait till Christmas. Because that'd be a little weird. Like, oh, well, the whole house is down in flames. You grabbed the Christmas present? You're gonna fucking wait.
Well, now you have to wait to open that. Come on.
I could be on the streets earning money, but you're making me wait. That's rude.
You literally like as you're getting out, you guys are watching your house burned in
Yeah.
flames. And you're just like doing like a small little tune in the background.
I got
Add
to
it to
tune
the
this.
effect.
Do.
Oh yeah, because it doesn't come tuned.
Yeah, no.
So you're just like ding ding ding. You're like, can you not right now?
Because, I mean, what else am I going to grab? Like, oh, I'm going to grab my Xbox. No, fuck that. I'm going to grab my computer. I'm going to be in flames by the time I get that all unhooked.
Yeah, seriously.
I'll grab my
Who's
Kindle.
bringing their computer though?
Seriously, like, that's weird. Like, guitar makes the only makes sense. Can I grab my wallet, too? Like, can I just...
You're already dead.
Can I grab two things? Like they're right next to each other, pretty
Well, yeah,
much.
I mean,
well,
if you
well, not
grab-
like downstairs, but I have a guitar in here. Like I could just grab that.
What if you can't get to your computer and guitar? What's the next thing you would get?
Now, which guitar are we talking about? The one that's in Christmas wrapping paper?
Yeah, it's one that's Christmas wrapped.
I'm grabbing this one, the one in here.
Then, are you getting the amp too, or would
No!
that take too long?
I'm in flames by the time I get that unplugged. All right, it's just wallet and guitar and get out.
Yeah. Wallet, guitar.
Oh, I gotta grab
and
my capo too.
No, you don't. You die for a capo.
I'd die for a capo. Wouldn't
Capo
you?
isn't that good. I again, I don't know what else I would grab. I mean,
Just
a
your
guitar.
capo.
Guitar, yeah, I'd grab that. But
Yeah. Just the
other than-
tuner, not the guitar.
If I couldn't get access to any guitar in like any of that stuff, then I'm just leaving.
I'm gonna bring my oven.
Oh wow, yes, my oven. Yeah, I was just bringing that because that's an easy thing to just rip out of the wall.
Damn right. That gas leak, you know what's gonna happen. Makes the fire even bigger. The whole neighborhood's gonna be on fire. Everyone's gonna have to ask this question. What do I grab? I'd like to think somebody would grab the dog. It's not gonna be me.
Somebody, not just leave it in flames. Like you get out there, like guys, all right, we're good.
Let's see. Yeah, mom, dad, brother. All right, we're all here. Oh wait, we can always get another one.
Oh,
Sorry, I'm not a
Okay.
big fan of this one.
Yes, but you wouldn't leave it in flames there. I mean,
Oh, that's what I'm saying. I'm sure somebody else would.
your mom probably.
Yeah.
Or no,
see?
she'd
Well,
probably
my
grab
dad
something
would
else.
grab the dog. My dad would take care of the dog.
I feel like that if the dog could speak, like imagine like your dog's barking like outside your door and you got your guitar and everything and everybody's out of the house. Everybody's like out.
Oh,
Like they
no.
didn't grab the dog. And you have your guitar and you're ready, you're coming out and then the dog's just like looking at you. Do you drop your guitar and get your dog?
Do you want to hear? Do you actually want to hear my answer to this?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, if dogs could talk, I feel like he'd be like, really? Really?
You
My
know what I would
life?
say? Man up.
Take the flames like him.
See, now in that dog's head, they can play the Blaze of Glory, and like they can sing it to themselves.
Yeah, because that's the first thing that she's
That's the
thinking.
first thing I would do. I would sing out loud Blaze of Glory. If I was
I don't know.
fucked and I was
My
in
first
this
thought was
fire, like
fire.
I am in the middle of this house. It's
My
all on
first-
fire. I can't move any direction. What choice do I have to do but sing Blaze of Glory?
Mine would be fire.
It's a good one. So
Instead of singing, like in the song, it seems like those people are in flames or something like that. It's me in flames. So I just kind of switched the lyrics up.
there is one man trapped in this house. Flames scorching them, but he'll be out soon.
He'll never be out soon.
His soul will be
Damn.
freed.
But so you worried about the snow? You get-
Oh, we get a lot.
yeah,
Looks like it's going to be a white Christmas. Which is
Yeah.
good for all us Pennsylvania racists.
You guys did
Pennsylvania
vote
ended up
Trump.
voting for Trump.
You guys did vote.
I didn't.
Trump.
I didn't. Nobody in my family did. Well,
No.
not in my immediate family. My mom, my dad, my brother didn't vote for Trump. The rest of my family, like grandparents and aunts and uncles, they probably did. I know at least like 3 people offhand that totally voted for Trump.
You mind sharing, or does that like
My
matter?
grandfather.
What?
My grandfather totally voted for Trump.
I don't think I want to meet your grandfather.
Oh, he's the nicest guy.
Yeah,
But he voted for
I
Trump.
wonder
100%.
to who is he nice to?
No, he is one of the nicest people you would ever meet. But he voted for Trump. I'm not saying that's like a deal breaker. Like he is still
Are you
the
dating your
nicest guy.
grandfather?
Huh?
He's you sound like you're dating grandfather. That's the deal breaker for me.
My uncle Kevin, he totally voted for Trump. Like
Now, did they
100%.
tell you
No,
they were voting for Trump?
just off of what I know of them as like human beings.
Well, like, what told you that, like, yeah,
If
my
you met
grandfather
my
voted
Uncle
for Trump.
Kevin, you would be like, oh yeah, he voted for Trump.
Well, no, your grandfather. You said he was the nicest.
Yeah, but you can kind of get the feeling from him that he voted Trump. Like if you talk to him long enough, you could probably get the feeling. I'm not saying he's racist,
Mhm.
but you just kind of get the feeling. Oh yeah, he voted for Trump. Like
I don't know,
he's a Republican, or at least he's an independent who leans Republican. So I think just him being like, well, I'm part kind of Republican. I vote Trump. I'm not saying he voted for him because he loved everything he was saying. I mean, shit, the Hillary, with everything that she was saying, almost would have made me vote for Trump. Right? So, I'm not saying he's an avid Trump supporter. I'm just saying
Like, he's not
he
protesting.
voted for
like-
Trump. I don't think he would ever vote. I don't think he would vote for Hillary. Shit, I wouldn't have voted for Hillary.
How did we go from fires in California to going back to election day.
You.
How? What did I say?
I don't remember, but you definitely did it.
What did I say? Like, who's the first person you'd grab? It's Trump.
No, I don't. I don't remember how. I just remember you did it.
Yeah.
But
We'll just have Bomb edit this video and have him go
Nope.
back to them.
no.
Oh, by the way, Bomb did. I forgot to say this. Bomb did say that he left high. You just wanna.
We'll be talking to him in shortly.
He just wanted to broadcast that out.
Okay. So
Good to know. Good information.
the only other person that definitely would have voted for Trump is my Uncle John. He 100% voted for Trump. I'm sure if I asked him this Christmas, he'd be like, "Damn right." Like, he looks like the epitome of every Trump supporter. Like, I could get him "Make America Great Again" hat, I think, for Christmas if I wanted to, and he would have been like, "Damn, I already have 3 of these." Like, I'm of all the 3 people I just talked about, 100% I would put my money on him. Like 100%. There's an off chance my grandfather could have voted for a third party. There's a chance my Uncle Kevin could have voted for Hillary or a third party. Uncle John, definitely voted Trump. 100%.
Yeah.
If you saw
His
what he looked
Christmas
like,
list is a Trump jacket. This is Trump pants.
I really hope that he, for Halloween, that he dressed up as Trump. I fucking hope he did.
Not even in like a joking way.
No.
Like,
He would be going around yelling the N-word.
so he's that kind of person.
I've never heard him say it, but I kind of just get the feeling like he said it. Like, he is PewDiePie level of comfortable saying the N-word.
Oh, no. Wow, bringing up another topic.
Which we can talk about another day.
Yeah.
I
mean, I
looks
thought
like we've
you
been
had
going on
something
for at least a
planned.
half hour.
So, yeah. So I feel like we've basically covered the California fire thing.
Yeah.
It's still, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's still burning. I feel like it is.
It definitely, I think, is.
Okay.
I've
live in
seen some
California.
terrifying pictures and like videos of that fire, especially the one near LA.
I've seen like one video. I've seen
terrifying.
like I live here and I still can't even like go and just be like, oh, I wonder if they're gonna reach here.
Well, final thoughts on the fire, good or bad?
Yo, I'd like the fire to be gone. That'd be nice.
That is the wrong answer. Well, I hope you all enjoyed listening to the Easter Breakfast Podcast 2.0. We never officially introduced ourselves, by the way.
Yeah.
We just jumped
just
right into
got
it, which is what I wanted. I wanted us to just jump right into it. I've been Connor Sprickman. He's been George Ariza. And hope you all have a wonderful day. And we will see you all maybe next week for a new podcast. All right? And we are...